Greetings. It's time to share some thoughts and a cup of tea together. So, can you cultivate some courage to march alongside you when fear shows up? Courage isn't really the absence of fear. It can inspire bursts of boldness that helps us speak our minds and follow our hearts and bare our souls. Without it, we can't grow or thrive. Sometimes we get caught up in the mistaken idea that being courageous means overcoming fear. But courage isn't looking past fear, it's recognizing it and embracing it. It is being scared and worried and unsure and ready to run, and yet still finding a way to do what you really want to do, what others need you to do, or what you believe is right, despite all the fear. So what can you do to cultivate some courage? Try making fear your friend. Don't blame fear for getting in your way of anything. Fears are necessary. They can help propel us to new heights if we choose to respond to them mindfully, instead of reacting blindly to them. Doing this allows us to become bigger than our fears and act thoughtfully despite them. And if you pause when you are facing a challenge and take a couple of deep breaths and momentarily resist that default fight or flight response, you're likely to feel your courage rising up, and even in a bad situation, it gives you that moment to respond rather than react. And even if you don't believe yet that you will pause and breathe at a crucial moment, just take that first step and set the intention to do that the next time you're faced with a challenging situation. Another way of looking at building courage is being vulnerable. In my experience, being vulnerable is really freeing and most definitely leads to courage building. Sharing fears and anxieties with others can make them seem far less scary and overwhelming, and you'll soon realize you're not alone. And once you really take on board that you have the sympathy of others who understand your situation, it'll be easier to take that courageous leap. I find standing up for others quite easy, and that's where I got my courage from, to stand up for myself. The struggles of friends and loved ones actually present opportunities to show up and be brave in unselfish ways. And sometimes that's what it takes to find our courage. So go on, I dare you to be vulnerable and face your next challenge rather than avoiding it.